So
There.
here's what I'm telling all my clients. Content going forward, the centerpiece of your content world needs to be YouTube, specifically YouTube long form. Longer
Oh,
than 5 minutes. I would love longer than 10 minutes if possible. YouTube long form. And listen, it's easy to get caught up in like, I need to make some cinematic quality thing with all the cuts and stuff like that, and I need to look like Alex Hermosi and whatnot.
yeah,
Like he pays a YouTube film company millions of dollars a year to make those kind of videos.
yeah.
Just get the information out there. We're just trying to build trust, okay? We're not trying to build a following. Yeah, you can make a ton of money on YouTube with no subscribers. It's all about views. But I'm advising my clients to make YouTube the center of their content for a couple reasons. Number one, it's not social media, it's a search engine. People are going in there, and it, like every other
Yeah.
platform out there, it's timeline based. So you get, usually the most recent stuff, and then after a couple days, it disappears from your timeline. And that's the life of that post. YouTube, you can go on there right now and search for a video on replacing your power steering mechanism and watch a video from 11 years ago that ranks higher than one that was done yesterday because it's better and it's got more cachet and more people. So the life of content on YouTube is literally forever, where everywhere else it's a couple days, a couple weeks at best.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Number two, it's a search engine, so it's high intent. People that are searching for how to choose the best financial advisor, right? That's a high intent search. Okay, it's akin to like a Google search, which owns YouTube, of course. It's not. It happens to be popping up on my feed while I'm scrolling through. Right? These are people
Right.
looking for stuff. So this is why it should be your centerpiece. Okay.
All right.
From there, you're gonna slice that one long video up, and there's an AI tool called Opus Clips. I think it's opus.ai, but just Google Opus Clips and you'll find it. It'll do it for you. I think it's 20 bucks a month. They're all 20 bucks a month. Maybe it's 15 or something. But you drop the long form video in there and it'll slice and dice it automatically into like 20 or 24 short videos, 1 minute videos. It's really pretty good at it if you give it like some clear transition points. Um, and so now we've got YouTube Shorts. I'm just going to
Mm.
put YT Shorts. So you got YouTube Shorts. So you're going to post your long video and then you're going to post those shorts. If it slices it into 20, let's say 10 are good. Maybe all 20 are good, but you're just going to keep posting those. Post one a day, whatever, however you want to do it, right? But those YouTube Shorts, now you're going to post a link to your YouTube, to the long video when you post it on all your other social medias. But the shorts are content in and of themselves. So you can post those on Facebook. You can post them as reels on IG. You can link to it on threads. Uh, you can post the video itself or link to it on X. TikTok is an obvious one for short form video that kind of made it famous, right? You can turn the transcript of that long form video into a blog if you wanted to. And it can also be a video or audio or both podcast. And so these last two, by the way, the arrow kind of goes both ways, right? So you can have a blog idea and turn that into a podcast. You can start with any of these three, but this is the iron triangle right here. You can turn a blog into a video and a podcast. You could turn a podcast into a blog and a YouTube video. Turn a YouTube video into a blog and a podcast. Those three are interchangeable. But once you've got that video asset, there's more that are not that I didn't even put on my list. These are just the big ones that everybody's heard of. This content matrix all feeds off that YouTube long form video where you are educating, answering questions, eliminating confusion in your people's minds, establishing yourself as an expert and an authority, and you're providing this human layer that the vast majority of your competitors are not doing.
Right.
To use your example of the U4 for a financial advisor, how many financial advisors out there know about the U4 and its importance? 100%? Like, I imagine you got to answer. That's probably a question on the test. Every single one of them knows about it. How many of them are talking about it?
None.
None. Exactly. Now in Tampa, there's one, right? And you're the first, so you own that market. Not because you have like the corner on this brilliant idea or some proprietary IP or anything else, just because you're willing to put it out there.
Yeah.
Nobody else was.
So would you start out well, and I guess chat is going to come up with the with somewhat of a script, but would you bring up the fact that open the discussion with, hey guys, how many of you feel like all financial advisors are completely trustworthy? That can't be the case. Um, have you ever heard of a U4 form? It's basically in other words, create the agitation, I guess, up front,
Yeah.
the whole consternation around, I'm literally in the middle of doing my continuing education, which was due at the end of December, that I haven't completed yet. But like, Ponzi scheme, have you found, or have you heard of a Ponzi scheme? Have you heard of this? Have you heard of that? In other words, create the negative, and then create the solution and introduce the revelation to what the reporting or the Carfax is that gives you the answer.
Um, yes. Yeah. So what you're to kind of distill what you're talking about down into a nutshell and use a little bit of marketing ease.
Yeah.
What you're doing there is you're creating tension and
Yes.
then you're alleviating it, and then you're
Resolve it. Yeah.
posing another question that creates tension, and then you're alleviating it, and then you're and that process that I just explained to you, you will be familiar with because that's how every single episodic documentary series that people binge watch on Netflix or wherever
Yeah.
works. They
Yeah.
start with a question, what really happened in the Casey Anthony case?
Right.
And then they build some tension there, and then they answer that question, and then they're like, but there's this angle, and they propose another question, and then they leave it on a cliffhanger, and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait till tomorrow. I gotta watch the next video right now, right?
Right.
It's the documentary film process, exactly how it works. You can do that within a video, you can do that within a series of videos if you want to talk about a big thing.